But at Mapswell, Blake Shin goes on third up, peaking. I'm happy to be with Immediacy.
100 metres to go, serves to the front and puts them away. Immediacy won from Ethelfled, who ran off the track for second. Dublin Journal luckless third, Shayar behind them.
So I was happy to take the value with Lovely Lookin'.
Inside the 100, still in front, Lovely Lookin'. Nerys is charging home, but Lovely Lookin' wins.
It's the best horse in this race and can hopefully go on with the job.
She's not cheap, Floozy, she's classy. Floozy first, beat home Heroic, Miss Hermanita and On Point.
This is my best bet anywhere on Saturday. It is Eagle Farm, race 5, number 10, Tavs.
But Tavs back-to-back wins, bolted in. Red Zoo second, third, I'd say Secret Plan.
Hello everyone, welcome to this week's preview. Massive Saturday of racing upcoming. Good racing at Morphettville with the Goodwood being the feature, and good racing at the Gold Coast, and we've got some pretty decent racing at Caulfield and also Gosford. I did make another profit last week. We're looking for 6 in a row if I can make a profit on Saturday. That is now white. Just adjusting to my new residence here in Prophet Town. Been here for 5 weeks now. And it was a bit smoky, a bit dusty this morning. And then I just thought to myself, geez, I'm in rare air. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I won't do any more bad jokes. Here's the fan cup. The leaderboard reset last week, and this is what, after 1 week, the leaderboard is looking like. Jamie's on top. He tipped a nice price winner last week. So if you want to enter in the fan cup, it's completely free. Just put your best bet in the comments below following these rules, and your name could be on the leaderboard if you tip a winner. This week I've got 2 at Caulfield, none at Gosford, 2 at Morphettville and 3 at the Gold Coast. Fewer bets this week, but I'm confident in the ones that I do have can be running well in their respective races. The first one is Caulfield Race 8, number 5, Lim Saltoro. 1 unit that went on at $8.50. This was Lim Saltoro's most recent jump out at Maui behind Extreme Virtue. This was pretty nice work. 13 starts this horse has had for 10 wins and 3 placings. It's been racing in Singapore all its life, and it's recently been transferred to the Dan Maher stables. Gate 4 ideal for Kobe Jennings, can position itself on speed with a bit of cover. Don't know how good the Singapore form is and how it'll stack up against our quality horses. Lim's Kosciuszko, it lost to 2 starts ago, only by a length and a half, and that's the star of Singapore. So Lim Saltoro, I think, brings really good form and can hopefully be the X factor and take out race number 8. Finishing off at Caulfield with race 9, number 11, Cadigo, 0.5 units to the winner at $9.50. This was Cadigo's most recent run on Anzac Day at Flemington behind Lose Some Win More. A very smart winner. To lead up the straight and win, you've got to be a pretty good horse to do that. And over 1,100 metres, I thought was a brave effort from Cadigo. Was never dropping away. Was probably sticking with Lose Some Win More on the line. And about 100 metres after the post, they were right up next to each other. Carried 59.5 kilos on this occasion. Now it only goes up to a benchmark 84 from a benchmark 78 and gets a 6 kilo weight drop with Luke Cartwright's 3 kilo claim. I think that's absolutely ideal. There's a bit of speed in the race, so I think Cadigo will be positioned just in behind the leaders, and with the lightweight can take out the last. Heading across to Morphettville, race 3, number 4, Steel Trap is my first bet, 3.5 units to win on at $2.30. This was Steel Trap's first up run in the Breeders' Stakes last start behind Legacy Bound. Now, this horse is running in the same class distance at the same track as what it faces last start behind Legacy Bound, a Group 3 over 1,200 for 2-year-olds. I thought its first up run here was very good. It gapped third, so there's no Legacy Bound in this race. I think Steel Trap will roll forward. Jamie Mellum sticks in the saddle. It should be either leading or settle outside the leader, and Steel Trap, her form to date has been really good, and I think she can secure a win on Saturday. Race 7, Morphettville, I'm with Cleo Cat. 1.25 units to win on at $4.80. This was Cleo Cat's last start win at Warrnambool only a week and a half ago during the carnival in a 3-horse race. Was able to put them to the sword and win by 3 lengths. There's a couple of progressive young mares in this race on Saturday. The other one is New York Luster, so it was pretty much a choice between them two. I've chosen Cleo Cat Gate 14 late in the day might not be that bad. She returned a nice winner, and I think she's just got a little bit more upside than New York Luster at the moment. They're both very similar horses, but I think Cleo Cat, I just have a feeling Cleo Cat's the better horse in time than New York Luster. So Cleo Cat for me in the Proud Miss, race number 7. And if you're looking for my tip in the Goodwood, I'm with Reserve Bank. The last man standing competition for the autumn ends this week. It's the last Saturday we've got to try and catch up to Sky High Horse Racing, who's over $1,000 in front. So we've all just thrown the lot on, well, our max stake of $100 on something with a bit of value. So we'll start with Sky High Horse Racing. He's not trying to protect his lead. He's just going to go with what he normally does. A $60 all up the win on Floozy into Buckaroo into Giga Kick, and a $40 box trifecta in the Goodwood with horses 1 Charm Stone, 6 Stretton Angel, 7 Giga Kick, 8 Reserve Bank, and also 12 Amina. Vinny's going to have a $90 win all up. Serious Statement at Caulfield into Cavity Bay at Morphettville, into Bridal Waltz at Morphettville, LOU at Caulfield, and Giga Kick at Morphettville, and then $10 the win on Rubamos. Sharon is going to have a $50 win parlay with 2 horses, Cernow and Cleo Cat and Morphettville, and then a 6-leg place parlay for $50. Tonight at Pakenham, Clean Reef, Cernow, Arran Bay, Cleo Cat, Oakfield Badger, and Know Thyself. I'm going for a $100 all up. I'm going for the win on Steel Trap and Floozy, and then I'm going for the place on Limbs, Saltoro, and also Sunrays. And then finally, Nicky, he's going to have a $50 win all up. Giga Kick, Cleo Cat, She's a Hustler, and Floozy, and then $50 the win on Morphettville at Caulfield in race number 6. That's what we're doing for the last week of Last Man Standing this week. Starting off the Gold Coast with race 3, number 11, Floozy. I was with this horse last week, and there's no reason for me to jump off. This was her most recent win at Eagle Farm just last week, paying $1.45 at the time of the jump. She did this very easily, but she had a lot of favours. She got the gap at the right time and was able to win by 2.5 lengths. She's actually raced at the 1400 metres 4 times in her career for just 1 second. But I think now in her career, she's ready to take that step up to 1400 metres. A minor query, gate 15. That's pretty wide, but I think she can find a spot on speed to midfield with a bit of cover in the 3 wide running line. And I think she's just the most progressive mare in the field with the most potential, so I'm happy to be with Floozy. Race 5 at the Gold Coast, I like horse 9 Sunrays, 1.75 units the win on it, $4.60. This was Sunray's most recent win at Doomben back on the 22nd of February, so it was quite a while ago. However, she sat 3 wide no cover on this occasion and was still far too good for them Sunrays. Hasn't had a recent trial, but I'm not that worried about that. Looks to be a very progressive young filly, 3 from 3 as I've already said, in a race where not too many other 2-year-olds have stuck their hand up. Beedman is the favourite, ridden by James McDonald, and in the China Horse Club colours. It's a horse that's probably priced on potential. I think Sunrays can win again, make it 4 from 4. Finishing off in the Gold Coast Bracelet with race 8, number 2, Pleasure Artist, 1 unit the win on at $5.50. This was Pleasure Artist's most recent run at Eagle Farm. You'll watch it here, it cops a very, very heavy check, and that puts it out of the race. It almost fell, but really late in the piece, it really starts to get motoring. This is a horse that was taking ground off Treasure the Moment in a VRC Oaks last campaign. Step up from 1600 to 1800 metres looks ideal. Gate 16 last start, now has gate 5, can position itself closer, and I just think Pleasure Artist is one of the best horses in the race, and it finally gets the right setup on Saturday to be able to win, and I think it can do. Let It Ride time. We're back on the board after last week with Tabs running a place. It ended up winning, but we had it for the place in the Let It Ride. This week, I've gone with Morphettville race 3, number 4, Steel Trap to place. I just think it's going to be out in front, and its form so far reads as one of the best horses in the race. So Steel Trap is the Let It Ride bet, the place for this week. Thanks everyone for watching this week's preview. It's going to be a 13-unit spend. We probably only need 2 horses to get up, or it depends which 2, but hopefully Steel Trap or Floozy or Sunrays, and then anything else can get up and we make a profit again. So hopefully that happens. Thanks everyone again for watching, and until next week's preview, bye for now.